G'day and welcome to a yarn. And today we've got a special guest, John Eccles. So as you might already know, if you've watched a few of these, a yarn with is the opportunity to meet the person and get to know them and share a few stories. We've got 4 standard questions that we go through. And the first one that we'll start with is to ask John to introduce yourself. And this is where we ask you to let us meet the person. So it's not so much about the business. We'll talk about that in question 2. But first of all, give everyone an idea of who you are outside of work. Over to you. Thank you.
Okay, thanks. Well, I'm married. I have 3 adult children and 3 grandchildren. I like learning. Most days I walk for about an hour and listen to audiobooks on lots of topics. I want to know about everything. So I listen to books on science, business strategy, marketing, philosophy, psychology, economics, history, theology, all sorts of stuff. Perhaps because of that, I struggled to settle into a course at university. Ended up doing a double major in physics and maths because I couldn't decide which of them I liked best. My first job was at Fisher & Paykel as an engineering cadet in their TV assembly plant, which made National Panasonic TV sets. I moved to IT, to magnetism, and I've been working at magnetism for the last 10 years.
Wow. What are some of your secrets, as in how do you consume all that information?
If I walk at a reasonable pace, I can focus on the story or the whatever I'm listening to.
Yeah.
So that's what I do. I basically walk for about an hour at not a stressful pace, but I still get my 10,000 steps a day. And if I've got a good audible book, I'm sort of home before I realize it, really, because I just completely get focused on what I'm listening to.
Brilliant.
And so that works for me. I can cover a lot of material.
Excellent. Let's get on to question 2, which is, what impact are you making on the business?
Right. Well, I got involved with magnetism because I like the idea of using technology to make organizations achieve more. And I also love learning about the challenges and opportunities in a wide range of industries, clients to do what they do better. And so that's the impact we're making. So for example, at Coast Guard is a charity, and basically what they do is save lives at sea. And we help them because we developed their membership system, which provides the majority of the funding that they need to do the important job they do of saving lives at sea. New Zealand Trade and Enterprise, the system that we put in for them enables their international team to help New Zealand companies export. New Zealand Qualifications Authority, so we help them to be more responsive and more efficient in assessing international qualifications. So when people want to come into the country and they've got a degree from a university in Mumbai or something, then that has to be sort of measured against where that fits in the New Zealand framework. And we've put in a system that helps them do that much more quickly and more efficiently. Another example is Farmers Mutual Group. And we help them to be more responsive to their customers with the CRM system that we put in. And to support New Zealand farmers with advice and information, as well as reducing risk by giving them appropriate insurance. So all of these organisations are doing good things in our society, and we feel we're part of what they're doing and have an impact on what they do and through them, I guess.
So let me get this right. You support the saving of Kiwi lives on the water. You support the export of New Zealand goods to around the world. You support the ability for people who come to this country as new Kiwis to bring their qualifications because it's compared. And what's the next one? FMCG is helping.
FMG, yeah.
It's supporting the farming community stay safe with their insurance. That was 4 examples out of the mind-blowing 1,500 CRMs you've delivered. And one of the points I've learned about your organisation from discussions with Guyan, which is mind-blowing, is the zero failed implementations, ZFI. And we were having a chat about this, and I said to him, I know the importance of zero failed implementations. I worked at Computer World from 2005 and read about them, and couldn't believe these multi-million-dollar failures that were so regular. And then I worked in an organisation, a CRM project that was quoted at 330,000, and the project got stopped at $1 million, having achieved none of the 4 major milestones.
Yeah, I believe it. I've seen things like that as well.
Yeah, to have a core value to be 0 failed implementations and 1,500 under your belt, it's sort of something that you want. That is, to me, what IT should be delivering and isn't. Therefore, for you to do it, it's an absolute standout achievement.
It's pretty important,
Yeah.
So what we do when we get a new client, first of all, we focus on trying to really understand the client's business, what they do and why they do it. So we want to understand their needs, their opportunities and their challenges. Then we can be focused on their success, and we can deliver and support systems that help them succeed. So it's all about trying to get on the same page with our clients and become part of the team. And I think that's really how we make an impact on our clients.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much. It's great to be able to share that with everybody. And we'll get on to question 3 now, which is, what's your AFQI experience been like to date? So you have been, this is important to mention, that you have been an attendee, you are a sponsor, and you have been a speaker. So you've got a pretty well-rounded. And
we've been along to 1 session so far. That was the Vision Week session. I gave a 5-minute talk on how to navigate tech. And I also really enjoyed the smaller group chats where I could meet people.
That's brilliant to hear. I'm looking forward to hearing about more connections made, because that is the aim. And that is what the platform's about. On to our 4th and final question. What do you think is the coolest thing in tech personally? What have you got for us today? What's your favourite thing in tech?
Okay. For me, I think it's artificial intelligence and machine learning. And that is business related. It's taking the software that we're involved in to a whole new level. So for example, a CRM system or customer relationship management system generally holds all the information about customers, or at least links to all the information. So for any customer, all the details are available. But with AI applied, we can get insights and prompts about the customer. So that means behind the scenes, the AI can analyze the data and use it to predict what's likely to happen. Now, that sort of power is available virtually out of the box.
With that, I think we've got a pretty good picture of who you are, the impact you're making, what you thought of AFQY, and what you think is the coolest thing in tech. So we could wrap it up and say ka kite anō, as I normally do. I'll give you the final word and you can wrap up with a goodbye.
Okay, great. Well, it's been good having a chat, and hopefully you and some of the viewers will get to know me a little bit better.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you very much, John.
Okay, cheers.